Hello, Johnny.
Eric, can you give us your take on the Ramirez move?
I mean, situation we talk about, and the way Mitch is swinging the bat, the way he plays defense, and this is not about this year. Mitch was a good player last year too for this team. I think his numbers suffer a hit because of the injury, but he did a good job. And I did feel that the roles were about to change. You saw the at-bats yesterday against one of the best lefties in the big leagues, Snell. Hit two balls the other way, running the screws. He's putting good at-bats against lefties. It seems like he's not extending the zone. People might think it's a small sample size, but he's been doing it for a while. And we felt that, it was going to improve our defense too. So I felt that was, where we were going. So we went there.
Alex, did you feel that Hanley just didn't fit in with the team?
No, I don't think he didn't fit in, but I think his role was going to diminish. And, for how good of a player he is, it was going to be difficult. It was, probably platoon, maybe come in and pinch hit late in games. And that's not the perfect role for Hanley Ramirez. There's a guy that he needs his at-bats. And obviously with the versatility we have with the other players, with Brock, with Nunez, and with Blake, as far as managing the game, it's a lot easier that way with those guys.
How hard was it to manage before? Meaning, because everybody else had mentioned, there were times that you had mentioned that, like, Mitch could probably fit into this role here, but I'm using the Hanley here also.
I mean, as far as like managing Hanley, managing at big leagues is difficult, anyways. We felt we gave him, all the chances. He hit third for this team. He did an outstanding job early in the season, but sometimes you got to make tough decisions, and on a daily basis, sometimes it was tough not to play Mitch, and sometimes it was tough not to play Hanley, just like everybody else. But I think, as you know, the record, it is what it is. We're in a good position, and the way we use players, I think, we're doing a good job maximizing our roster. And we did it with Hanley, we did it with Mitch, and we're going to do it from now on.
How long were you thinking about this move? I know
We've been thinking about a lot of moves. You put everything on the table. Petey's coming. You see how, looking ahead, how you're going to manage the roster, how we're going to use guys. And this is something that, as you guys know, since I got to spring training, probably somebody asked me that question about how we're going to use Mitch and Hanley, how we're going to make this work. And I think it worked for a while. But obviously now, with the addition of Dustin and the versatility of the other guys, is a move that, surprisingly for a lot of people, but it's a baseball move. And I do feel that we can maximize this roster the way it is now better than just like it was yesterday without, not with Hanley, but with Petey now on the roster.
Alex, you have a long relationship with Hanley, and from our perspective, a good one. Did you not think that you could manage his situation in a reduced role, given your history together?
I think I could manage this roster, and we can maximize this one. He was amazing. He was great. I mean, he was hitting yesterday, early work with the other guys, with Nunez and Devers, and he did an outstanding job. Whenever we asked him to hit second, hit third, off days, it didn't matter. But I do feel that we can maximize this roster a little bit better.
And talking about some of the younger guys, particularly some of the Latino guys in there, Devers and others, obviously looked up to Hanley. What sort of impact in the clubhouse is taking his personality out of there likely to be?
Honestly, we're about to see, but I do feel that we still have strong leadership in that clubhouse. Honestly, I do feel that guys might open up because, you don't have the presence. You don't have a guy that, has been in the big leagues for X amount of years. He's a veteran. a guy that is very outspoken in the clubhouse. He's straightforward to those guys. I understand all that stuff, but I do feel that other guys, like throughout the season, they're taking a step forward. They're gonna keep learning and be leaders. And it's not that obviously I'm Latino, I can do it, but obviously there's a line between the manager and the clubhouse and what they do over there. But I do feel they're gonna be fine.
Alex, you haven't seen Blake play a lot this year, obviously. What about him led you to believe that he'd be a more valuable player for you guys right now?
Obviously, no. I mean, it's not that more valuable than Hanley. It's versatile. He's versatile. We can play him in left. We can play him at first. We've been talking about this since February. Obviously, it hasn't happened, but I do feel that he can play against lefties at first base. He's athletic enough. He can make plays. At the same time, we can catch him a little bit now. Let's be honest. A few days ago, everybody thought that he was out of the equation. And now he's part of the equation, and we're going to maximize his talent. He's going to be part of the equation. He's going to get more at-bats, and now probably you're going to see him in a more active role.
I know you said that you've been thinking about this for a while with Hanley, but Dave said that when you called him yesterday that he was kind of surprised that it was a situation that you suggested. How did that conversation go, and was it something that you did feel that he was surprised to?
No, it's I think a lot of things after games. There's some things that I think for a while and don't communicate it at the time, because you have to really dig in and look for information and make sure that it's the right reason, to bring it up. And you have to be responsible. We've been talking about that. And I'm not going to go just say, hey, how about this move? Just because somebody mentioned it to me or I read it somewhere. What do you think about this one? They're talking about this one now. It's something that, in a daily basis and where we're going, you take a look at where we at roster-wise, and versatility is very important for me. And I do think, and I keep saying it, this roster that we have today is going to help us in the long run. And I do feel that it's going to help other players, to get rest, to move around, to move in the lineup, and I'm excited about it. And like I said, it's nothing that Hanley didn't do, or it's just a matter that versatility-wise, we feel very comfortable with where we at right now.
Do you think he's at the end of the line as a productive hitter? He's had a very bad day. What do you see in terms of his drop-off in production?
I talked about it yesterday. I think he was just expanding. He wasn't as disciplined as early in the season. He goes back to swing strikes. And if you take a look at his numbers, I think it's 2 walks in 70 at-bats, 75 at-bats. Early in the season, he was hunting strikes, and he wasn't expanding. He was able to stay on fastballs going the other way. Lately, he hit a few home runs in that road trip to New York, I think it was, to the pool side. But I honestly think when Hanley Ramirez is at his best, he's a 300 hitter. He can drive the ball the other way, stay in the middle of the field. They were shifting him a lot lately, and he wasn't able to go the other way with it. It's not that he wasn't trying, because that's all he was working on throughout the days, but it didn't happen during the game. So yeah.
You talked about, not today, but maybe tomorrow, when you're able to pencil in Dustin's lane in the lineup. Just your thoughts on finally being able to have him part of the lineup?
No, we know how important he is and what he brings to the table, not only offensively but defensively. He is a guy that we've been preaching aggressiveness, but with him, he's a guy that will work the count. Doesn't matter what count he is, he's going to be able to get the head of the bat to the ball. He's going to put the ball in play. We're going to put it in a spot that I do feel he's going to be a run producer, and we're going to maximize his talent. I've been saying maximize a lot today. Yeah, I get into that. But he's going to be good for us. We just got to be careful with him, too, as far as workload. We understand where he's coming from. He's very excited to be active today, ready to go. He might pinch hit late in the game and win us a ball game, but very, very happy that he's with us now and ready to go.
It felt maybe a little bit unusual that Dave come in and kind of right away say for the move of this magnitude that the manager called in front of it. Did you feel any need to, take ownership of this move and responsibility for a decision of this?
I I mean, I think I'm being honest about it, you know. We talk about a lot of situations, and for him to give me the freedom of talk about situations and let him voice my opinion about baseball, how I feel, I think that's the reason he hired me, because he feels that I have a good feeling about what is going on, not only with us, but around the league and how the game is going. And, you know, I thank him for trusting me. And, you know, I guess that's the reason I'm here.
Alex, ¿qué motivó ese movimiento? ¿Tú sugerirlo a las 11:30 de la noche en el día de ayer?
No creo que fue a las 11:30 de la noche. Sí, por eso, después del juego, sí. No, se habló, pero estos son temas que se hablan a través de los días. Y son cosas que, en cuanto a la estructura de la plantilla, yo creo que podemos maximizar lo que estamos haciendo ahora. Hay mucha versatilidad. Y donde íbamos en cuanto a la primera base, con la manera que Mitch estaba jugando, yo creo que el rol de Hanley iba a disminuir. Y disminuyendo ese rol, yo creo que nos íbamos a atar un poquito en cuanto a la versatilidad. Ahora tenemos a Dustin en el juego, Núñez está presente, está Holt, está Blake, y podemos utilizar a esos jugadores en distintas situaciones en las que cual yo creo, sinceramente, que nos íbamos a limitar un poquito con Hanley.
¿Tú conversaste con él previo a esta...
Hablamos ayer cuando llegamos aquí.
¿Y cuál fue la cita? ¿Qué te dijo Hanley?
No, lo aceptó como un profesional que es. Sí.
You talked about Blake earlier, you mentioned occasionally catching or something. Would that just be later games if you know, you needed to pick up with Leon?
We'll wait and see. Yeah. He might start. Potential starting too.
Okay, and then the other thing is, I don't think Eduardo, you guys have much, if any, experience with first base. Would you look to maybe get...
No, we'll stay away from that one. Yeah.
Alex, what's changed about your willingness to catch Blake just simply with the subtraction of him? How does that impact that?
Well, I think the situation changes now. At one point, you know, everybody, we thought that probably that was going to be the move, and it's not. And I do feel that little by little, the way we talk, the way we talk in that locker room, why not? You know, we've been going a long time with the two guys. Obviously, they're swinging the bat better. They're doing a lot better. But I do think that there's going to be certain spots that we do feel that he can catch, and that bat in the lineup is gonna help us out. He only has a handful of at bats, so it's not fair just to throw him out there right now and feel like, oh, he's 0 for 10, so he's struggling. No. We'll give him his at bats. We'll get him ready, and I do feel he's going to contribute.
With the work he's done with Chad and Jason and others on his side, do you see his catching skills improve, or have you seen his catching skills improve since spring training? And what evidence do you have to think that he could be able to, you know, handle the staff and call the games, the things that you can't do until you start playing?
You know, the game that opened my eyes was when he came in last week. It's a 2-run game, and Steven comes in, and he didn't even blink. And I was like, that worked. I mean, for him to come in and catch a knuckleballer after not catching since Fort Myers or whatever the last time he caught, that caught my eye. And the conversation started going, and we have to see it. I have to see it, you know. But that day, I think it was the day that I was like, we can do something here. So.
How comfortable are you with him at first base, or is this going to take a little bit?
He played in spring training. I know he played a lot of positions in spring training. He played third, and he played left, and I think he played second. I don't know, but we haven't used him. We talk about it, but he'll work on it. And whenever we do feel ready, it might be tomorrow, he's going to play first.
All right, guys, thanks for your help.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.